Morning, people. So, myself in particular, was always one of the things since I started noticing them and looked into them and did a bit of research on them, was these, let's just call them contrails for now, because, if I say that other word, they're gonna put the tag down below the video, try to reinforce people like Shauna's Aviation here that it's not a real thing. And they link wiki because wiki's truthful and can't be edited by whoever. But YouTube will use wiki to define something. But I always find this interesting, right? Because you have this guy Sean Aviation, right? He says he's a 17-year-old aviation journalist posting news and incidents from Dublin Airport, right? Radio scanning and all. Question me, link below. So it's good that I like people that or I like the thought of people saying, yeah, you can ask me anything, and I'll give you an honest answer. But now what I know that Sean is lying about this, okay? But this is one of the things that certain people out there will try to explain away as if no, you're nuts, you're crazy. Like it can't be true because the TV and the media don't talk about it, so it's not true, right? Or it's a conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theory, should I say? So Sean was said on popular demand, I'm going to comment on this. These contrails, they form when hot, moist air from jet engines meet cold upper atmosphere, causing water droplets or ice crystals to condense. Happy to help. Okay? So originally it was this J. Sulv, and you see the way he says there, look, faith, family, and freedom, and stuff like that, right? So someone actually picks up on that, but you see, I'll show you, I'll continue, right? So he posts this and he says, why not comment on this, Sean, right? And of course, it's that famous image, always in the path of the sun for some reason, but however. So here we go. Then Sean gets back and he says, oh, and I know this is going to ruffle a few feathers, so I have 3 rules for people who are going to comment on this. Back your information. Don't just deny, elaborate. Don't be an idiot. Hard, I know. This will be fun. And then he links a picture of the cockpit with different sections, different release mechanisms on the plane. One being mind control. Huh? Now he said the word there. Look, I didn't say the word, but he said the word there. It's funny how he knows the word. He knows what the word is. Isn't that weird? Temperature control. Earth flattening. Ah, you see? I've often told you that people who receive new information to them, if they can't comprehend it, or if they don't want to comprehend it, they just mock it. And they bring in things that are totally unrelated. Like, all this man did was ask, why not comment on these, Sean? But Sean had to go that step further and start linking earth flattening into it and mind control into it. Isn't it a fascinating thing, isn't it? They have to bring in things that are just have nothing to do with the question. But if they make the person look stupid that's asking the question, then that's enough for them, because Sean knows that he's going to have the backing, and he does. We'll go down and have a look at these, right? I just put simply, yeah, it's barium and aluminum for people that want to know what they're spraying. Simple as that, That's all it is. Just it's barium and aluminum. Straight facts, by the way. So Stingray goes, why did we never see these 10 years ago? And Sean links this thing from World War II. Look at this from World War II. was he trying to say that these are the same things? Like planes that would be getting shot at in the sky and leaking smoke everywhere. So, is that what this is? Are these planes that are getting shot in the sky? Is that why you have straight lines like that, Sean? Do you know what I mean? Just another one of his ridiculous things to come back at people with. Oh, here's a picture from World War II where planes are getting shot at, smoke is coming out, and that's what it is. So that explains this then. It's crazy stuff. See, it's that thing. They have to bring in. It's like some of them go the step further. Like here you go, Revolution. This guy Revolution, uh, finally back after a year for upsetting some Russians. It's like the people that comment on it have all these really bizarre things in their bio. He goes, thought lizard people were spraying us with mind control stuff. Very interesting. And I said, that's weird. I didn't see anyone mention lizard people. Just people talking about the plane spraying in the skies. If you believe in lizard people, maybe you should stop watching David Icke. There you go. Here's the obligatory. The amount of idiots paranoid about contrails seems a little crazy. What's crazy about asking the question about straight lines in the sky, which is full of barium and aluminum? But like I said, they just bring stuff in. Okay, more of them, more of them. Tinfoil. Yeah, yeah, Steve, we've actually ran out of tinfoil. So if you have any spare around the gaff, drop it in the door there. Where there was some more. Hang on. You have people that are like dead white. These are not contrails. The straight lines, and if you watch them, they eventually disperse out and turn into actual clouds. Shush, Sean. The secret cockpit switch that pilots never mentioned. That's probably where he got his cockpit idea from. Right, 2 hours ago, right? Noila replied that 2 hours ago. Let's have a look. 7:57. Let's have a look at his cockpit thing. Oh, he said that before. So Neil is referring to this as like his truth when he really just took it from Sean and made a comment about it. There's really no hope for these people. They think that just like, if we mock something hard enough, then, or if we just call people who believe in this stuff conspiracy theorists, then they'll just shut up. Well, I've something to tell you, Sean. We're never going away. We're always going to call these out. Doesn't matter how hard you try to make a mockery of it. We're always going to call this out because this is wrong. If the Irish government are spraying barium and aluminum on us, it's wrong, and we want to call her out rather than go along with it. Let's actually go in here and just see a bit more of his. He's not also promoting Palestine by any chance, is he? That's usually a thing that links all these people, what's this? I'm delighted to share next week on the 9th of April. I will be speaking as part of a social media fest. All right, yeah. So he's a type of influencer. He's probably like that, he's probably like that protein more fella, where he wants more of freedom of speech taken away from us. Yeah. So you won't be able to talk about these anymore if Sean has his way. But there you go. Just a short. I'm gonna actually keep little snippets of these people that are happy to just mock people who ask simple questions, or people who are actually paying attention, not just asking questions. People who are paying attention, and we know it's barium and aluminum. So on your bike, Sean, or on your plane, Sean,